MATOKAが参ります。ご注意ください。
Sometimes you run out of shows to watch. It's only natural. And recently that's kind of what's happened in my life. I feel like for anime, September has been kind of a slow month, and there just haven't been many things that have caught my attention. Now, I'm not saying that the summer 2021 anime season was horrible in any way whatsoever, but especially towards the end of the season when you kind of know what's going on in anime and things are getting a little old, that excitement fades. And I've been feeling that way especially in September, so I have been starting to binge watch older animes that I've missed. Now in this day and age, I feel like a lot of people kind of like binge watching more than actually waiting for a new episode each week. And I can say personally that I like a mix of both. I feel like having the excitement of a new episode to look forward to each week really keeps me going. But also sometimes I just need to shut my brain off and just watch something extremely quickly. And so that's where binge watching comes in. So throughout September, I've binge watched a fair amount of animes, and I just wanted to compile a list of what I thought were 5-star animes that I've binge watched this month. Now I'm not going off any ratings from like my anime list or any other place like that. I'm just talking about shows that I enjoyed and probably would give like a 5-star in the moment. So let's get started.
This is Channels Television's breaking news.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news. Have you subscribed yet? Because if you haven't, please go down and hit that subscribe button. I really don't push this very much in any of my other videos, but you know, guys, if you haven't subscribed, like, let's bring this relationship to the next level and hit that subscribe button and watch all of my videos and give me nice comments and lots of likes. Thank you. So the first anime on my list isn't really a surprise because the third season is coming out in the fall 2021 anime season. And the anime that I'm talking about is World Trigger. Now, I binge watched season 2 just actually a few days ago after hearing that season 3 is coming out. If you're just watching season 2, it's pretty quick. It's about 12 or 13 episodes. If you need to watch season 1 though, that's a little longer. I believe it's like 24 episodes. I don't know what it is about this anime that compels me to keep watching it and rewatching it and being so excited for the new seasons to come out, because it feels like the audience is aimed for children almost. It has more of a like Digimon or Pokemon vibe, but the character growth and development and the storyline just in general like just keeps compelling me to coming back to this anime. And I think a lot of the fight sequences, especially in season 2, are very well made, very well animated, and very thought out. So it's something that I feel like is worth brushing up on or watching just if you haven't watched it before. The next anime is called Horimiya, and it is a slice of life anime. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not a big fan of slice of life animes, but I think the thing that draws me towards other slice of life animes are if there is a lot of comedy in it. For example, I am a fan of like Super Cub. It's like more of a calming slice of life, and then Asobi Asobase, which is also very comedic. Like, they're just weird and crazy. But I saw a really short clip of this on YouTube and thought I would check it out, also because it is a fairly new anime. It came out this year, which I wasn't aware of. So it just got me thinking like, wow, there's a lot of animes that came out this year that I've missed. And so I wanted to kind of brush up on that. I will say that this slice of life anime is the full package if you want that like Japanese school life, if you want to see a boy who everyone thinks is ugly otaku who is actually like extremely handsome, but his hair covers everything, and then he gets a haircut and then people understand that he actually is really handsome. There's also a love triangle and a lot of people cry, so if you're into crying and like a lot of girls crying and that kind of crying stuff, then this one's for you. But overall, I enjoyed it. It's 13 episodes. I binge watched it in a day. It made me kind of think like, wow, my life is really sad and boring compared to these high school people who seem to it's not like they have it all, but there's a lot more like drama and intensity in their lives, and that just makes it a more interesting life, I guess. I don't really know. Can't say for certain what really drew me to it, but I can say that I would give it a high rating, so go check this one out too. We're throwing it back for the third anime because this is the only one on my list that wasn't published this year. This was a 2015 anime called Arslan Senki. Now honestly, this one is pretty freaking deep, and I think I found this one through the random feature on one of the anime sites. And I have previously watched it before, but it was a really long time ago and I wanted to kind of get caught up again. I don't think it got super high ratings on like my anime list or anything like that, and the plot and just like all the topics that are discussed are pretty deep. Like we're talking about like slavery and like war and all that kind of stuff, so it's not something for like lighthearted fun time, if you know what I mean. It is also one of the longer running animes on this list as well, so you kind of need to devote a little more time if you want to watch the full series. But overall, I do feel like it has a good story, a good message. If you're into like more of the war and action kind of scenes and stuff like that, this is more of the anime to binge watch and kind of consume. But yeah, it is, I mean, 2015 is not an old anime by any sort, but it is older than all of the other animes on this list. The next one on this list is actually, it came out summer 2021 season. It is called Nighthead 2041. And I'll be honest, it does have that 3D animation that's starting to get really popular in anime, and I'm personally not a huge fan of it, but I also think a lot of animes that have been adopting this style are not very well written, or just like, it's not necessarily the graphics, but the story doesn't really make a lot of sense either. So I also hate it when they combine the classic like 2D animation with 3D animated scenes, because you can see this a lot in like Kumo desu ka and Arifureta, and it kind of just makes the animation looks a little more sloppy when you're combining the both. But I'm a sucker for supernatural animes, and this checks that box for sure. It's about people who have psychic powers and awakening those psychic powers, as well as like fighting through oppression that psychic powers don't exist. I will say I almost dropped this anime in the beginning just because it was a little confusing. I think this is one of the ones where you really just have to binge everything, because it's like a puzzle in the beginning, and then as you keep watching, it kind of connects the dots. So don't give up on this one in the beginning. I actually do think you're gonna enjoy it. And finally, last on my list is an anime called Shuumatsu no what? Walkude. Shuumatsu no Walkude. I actually found this one on YouTube because it shows a lot of the battle clips, which basically sums up the whole anime in the first place. So if you don't really want to like binge watch the whole thing, you can just go on YouTube and watch like the important clips from the show and kind of get the gist of what it's about. But basically it's a like Colosseum competition where humans and gods fight each other, and if the gods win, they get to wipe out humans for extinction, and if the humans win, they get to live. Pretty simple, and obviously you think, oh yeah, the gods are gonna sweep, right? But there would be no content if that actually happens, so the humans do put up a pretty good fight. Now this is also a Netflix original anime, and I think that's why I didn't really hear about it. Like obviously it did not get the advertisement that like Jujutsu Kaisen got or anything like that, but I will say it is a pretty good anime. Like I was highly impressed by like the fight sequences and like the creativity, and if I can watch something from start to finish without taking a break and just like being very attentive the whole time, then it's gotta be like a high rating anime. It's gotta be a 5-star, right? And honestly, between this one and Horimiya, those are probably the top 2 on my list right now. Basically, those were the ones that had me the most attentive to watching it, and I really binged those 2 extremely quickly. Also because they're only like 12-13 episodes each, which was pretty nice. I do know that fall 2021 anime is right around the corner, so I don't know how much you guys are binge watching, but if you do binge watch these, let me know what you think about them in the comments below. It's also been a hot second since I've made an anime related video. Let me know if this is something that you want to continuously see. I don't think I'm going to be making them as frequently as I have in the past, but if you guys really like videos like this, make sure to show the love so that I know that I should make more and it's something that you want to see. Also, apologies for really just not posting as much. After the real or fake anime series, I kind of just lost steam and lost like just like figuring out ideas where I want the channel to go and what type of content I want to create. I've been thinking about that throughout September and throughout, I guess, going into October as well, kind of figuring out where I want the channel to go and that kind of thing. But I do appreciate everyone that's stuck with me. I know a lot of people, like, after kissanime, they were like, alright, peace, which I completely understand because that was like the height of my YouTube career. But please keep sticking with the channel, keep sticking with me. We've got more things coming. I don't know exactly what, but it's gonna be bangers. I am sure of that, just because I'm a banger, my life's a banger, we're all banging. And that's it for today. Go watch some anime, and peace.